In today's lecture, we will learn about how we can calculate measures in Power BI. So in the last example, we have seen during calculated columns, the percentage marks was wrong because it is summing up this value row by row. Instead of, because the correct value should be it should sum up all the obtained marks for student 1 and then sum up all the total marks for the student 1 and then do division so that we can calculate the right percentage as I have shown you using a calculator. But in case of calculated column, we cannot get the correct result because it works row by row. It is summing up 65 plus 75, 87 plus 64 and 65 and then summing up these values. But what is the correct behavior? What should be the correct behavior? It should first sum up 65, 75, 87, 64, 65 for student 1, total obtained marks divided by total 100 plus 100 up to 5, up to like 500. So it should divide 365 divided by 500 and then we can get the exact percentage. So how we can solve this issue by using measures? So let's write one formula, and before writing a DUX measure, let me tell you one thing. What is the difference between measures and calculated column? Calculated column compute values row by row. Always remember this thing. And measures always compute values on a report cell level. This is the report and it contains different cells, student 1, then marks, then 350, then obtained marks and the total marks. So measures works on report level and the calculated column works on row by row. Okay, so let's go to the modeling tab and we can add one measures here, and we can write here correct marks percentage, and if I write here obtained marks, see, IntelliSense is not giving me any column because measures always works on report level or the aggregation level. So we have to use one aggregation formula like sum of obtained marks, see, divided by sum total marks. Okay, so we just need to hit enter, and now we can add correct marks. Here you can see we have correct marks 0.7, 0.65. So we can format our measures. You just need to select correct marks and then we just need to click here percentage format, and we can decrease up to decimal point 1. And here you can see by using DUX measures we can calculate correct values, like student 1 is 71.2%, student 2 is 65, 71, 64, everything is fine. Okay, so if I add subjects here, then we will see what will happen. Just need to select this visual and we can add subjects, and we can drag and drop under student name so that we can correctly visualize these things. So here you can see this is the marks percentage that we have calculated using calculated column. It is 65.0%. And if we look the correct percentage marks, this is the measures that we have calculated here, and everything is fine because measures works on, as I said, why it is working on like if I remove subjects, it is working here, it's fine, 71%, 65%. If I add subject and see, it is again working fine, 65%, 75%, because now if we look here, now we are getting all the data as we can see here, row by row level. So by row the calculated column works fine and the measures is also working fine. But if we change subject here, now it is not a row by row level, because row by row is so that we can see each and every individual subjects for every student. So this is on the row level, percentage marks is working fine, but on the report level it will not work fine. So by using a measure has solved this issue. So now we are getting the correct values. One very important concept: calculated columns are permanent. So calculated columns need space into the model. So because obtained marks, total marks, and marks percentage, these are the new columns that are the part of, that will be the permanent part of our data model. So if we have much more data, then this calculated column can increase the size of your data model. So you have to think if you really need calculated column or if you need measures, right? So when we are using measures here, like correct marks, measures execute on runtime. So it does not take any space into the data model because it produces results on runtime. So these are the differences between calculated column and measures. So let's meet to the next lecture.